voice now.
I don't know who I am anymore. I don't
Jesus
belong to this
Christ.
world.
Oh man, that's one way of starting a podcast.
Do you
right
know?
there.
Do you know like the bicycle kick that Liu Kang does in Mortal Kombat? Like he
Yeah.
flies across the screen and just does those crazy kicks.
Mm-hmm.
Like Brendan does that, but obviously not through the air. Obviously, he's not doing the action.
I mean, in theory, technically, like if you're holding him.
Yeah, but like his legs are just always going. And I know babies are all haphazard and moving about, but no,
Yeah.
like specifically his legs are just always like kicking hard too. He's a strong ass baby.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yo, like if you kick me in the dick again, we might have to have a real fight. Like we have to have Mortal Kombat. Like,
Damn. He
like,
saw you play in Sonic Frontiers, and he's like, "I can do that. Look."
and that's the point I'm at, because like he's learned to like flip over, like turn over, like from his back to his front.
All right. Got
So
some
like
tummy time.
but like not like he didn't like lean like slowly get into it. Like one day he'll just lay on his back and then he'll just be like onto his front. Now he's like kind of crawling, and we're like, oh no, you're an animal.
Yeah.
Now it's getting like interesting. Now it's like you can't just leave him like, all right, stay right there. You won't move because you're a baby.
Yeah.
No, now it's like I'm jumping and I'm catching his leg before he like flops himself off the bed or something like that.
Damn. In my head, I'm imagining him like a transformer when he's like on his back like that. He's just like on his back, and then his head just fully rotates, and then his body spins around.
It might as well.
4-wheel drive. Just
You
ready
might
to
as well.
roll out.
That's what it feels like. And I'm
Goddamn.
just like, yo, stop doing everything. Everything I need you to stop doing.
Take it slow.
Nah, not this kid.
Listen, it means just running closer to getting a job early.
I'm the one that needs. Because by the time I get home, she's just like, take this demon away from me.
Just holding baby out and fucking cross in the other
Yeah.
hand. Just holy water.
Obviously, she's not actually saying that, but like, there are days where I'm like, yo, she's just like, he won't chill.
Yeah.
The movements
I feel that.
are erratic. You're just holding him and he's just like squirming.
Meanwhile, you're trying to do your stay-at-home job, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Why are your numbers down today?"
Probably.
Listen, you don't know anything about numbers. Have you heard of a 1-year-old?
Yeah. In a 1Z. It's a lot of ones that are equal to my insanity. But
One brain cell left.
to rule them all. I don't know, man. It's fun. It's different. It's like there are those moments, but then there are moments like, oh shit, like it's amazing because he's growing.
Yeah.
And he's doing stuff, and he's trying to babble and talk to you. Like he'll look at the TV and just be like, I'm like, yup,
Damn.
bars.
He's doing the alphabet like Peter Griffin. Ah!
Pretty much, he is doing
Yeah.
that.
Goddamn. That's
And he'll
crazy.
look at you, and you can't like hold him on your lap and like do anything, because if you like try to just scroll on your phone, he'll just like take his little slobbery hands and touch all on your screen. I'm like, thanks for that.
Oh no.
He's like, and you know, we got the Google system in the house, like the lights come on with it and all that other shit. So like one time he just messing with stuff and it goes over to like the smart home screen. He just turning shit in the house on, off, on. Okay, all right. You need to back up.
Why is the heat on 200 degrees right now? What is going on?
Crazy.
Damn. Learning.
Which is why, audience, for a couple of weeks, this is going to be digital man show, because
Digital Man, the show.
digital boys, because it is really, I need him to get to a point where like he's just like, he's in between like, and this, I promise I'll stop talking about my son. He's in between like useless and trying to be independent and being semi-independent, it's a giant gap, because you think you can do shit that you have no idea about. At least semi-independent is like, okay, I know this, I can get here and I shouldn't do that, but I don't know about this. He'll just walk to the edge of the couch and just be like, "What?" I'm like, "What are you doing?"
You gotta learn somehow, you know.
I guess. But anyway, I know you've been doing your own parenting.
Yeah, man. This puppy has been pissing, no pun intended, me off as of the past couple weeks. After finding out the way that this was going to work, now that I'm work from home, that I am the stay-at-home nanny pretty much for this dog, and that's fucking annoying. But you know, it's the give and takes of work from home, I guess. Right. And nah, dude, she's very bitey right now, because like we got her so early that like she still has like her baby teeth, and like she is 1000% teething. But it was crazy because like when we first got her, like her teeth were like nubs. Yeah. They were nothing. And like she would always bite at my fingers, so I would just like literally just stick my like thumb in her mouth as if it was like a pacifier, like straight up.
I really feel like we're doing the same exact things.
Yeah. And like she was gnawing on it, but like it didn't feel like anything because tiny teeth. But then like 3 days later, out of nowhere, her like fangs kind of came in a little bit more, and they got like really sharp, and I was like, oh fuck, okay, let me stay towards the middle now. Like I'll just strictly put my thumb in the middle, or like if you're gonna bite at me, I'm not going towards the edge, because Jesus Christ. And then another 2 days goes past, and then the little teeth are sharp now, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
She's some kind of dog.
It's like you're fucking growing or something. Right. But like I was just like, what the fuck? It's only been 2 days. And like I was like, now it's uncomfortable to do this. So I'm like trying to get her to not bite my hands. So, you know, you gotta like bop them on the nose a little bit, like little tap. Be like, no, you can't do that. And then she'll think that's a game of like, oh, I just missed the finger and it hit my nose. I just need to go for it again.
Yeah.
And she just keeps going. And like it's funny because like my mom's bitching because her coworkers are like, they're just telling me to tell her no. And I'm like, well, you can tell her no all you want, but she doesn't know what no means. Like that's not like it's not a word to her at the moment. Right. Like she doesn't know what her name is either.
You're making a noise to that dog.
Like the noise sounds angry and aggressive, so like in theory they can take the tone from that or whatever, but like that's about it. And like they're still holding her like a baby and shit, so like, you know, even when they say no, she's still being coddled, like no you don't, no, like fucking it's not working.
So she won't take it as any kind of aggression. She's like, all right, well, no, it means hold me.
And she's fucking like chasing after my other dog, and my other dog, it's funny because she did this to like old dogs that I had, like when she was a puppy, she used to like chase them around and bite at them. And now she's having that happen to her now that she's older, and she don't like it. I'm like, this is your payback, bitch. This is karma. Like you, like, yeah, you're not gonna like it, but you need to tell the puppy no. Like if she's biting at your legs and you yelp at it, you need to turn back around and scream at her face. So we had that kind of happen the other day when Ryan was still home, where pretty much the puppy was biting at her, and then she finally had enough and she snapped at her. And like she pretty much had her whole entire head inside of her mouth. Like she was just like, but like, and it was like a decent bite. Yeah. The puppy was running away, like crying, tries to hide behind the couch. Ryan goes over and gets her and sits down with her and just holds her for a second. She's like, see, that's what happens when you act like that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then he calls the other dog over and she's like, she's going to apologize to you. And then right as he's about to say the word apologize, the puppy leaps out of his arms to attack her again. Didn't learn the lesson.
Didn't learn
I'm like, you fucking bitch. You're insane, literally, by definition.
I'm gonna go try to bite Brendan's head down.
It won't work. He'll just fucking Superman kick you again.
It's fine. He's biting me all the time. We think he's teething as well.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense when that shit happens. It comes around, but I'm not mad at the biting. The thing that's the problem is the peeing. The peeing is the problem because at like the first 2 days or so that we had her, she would like whine and be like, "Oh, she's gotta go outside." Cool. Let her out of the cage because we're crate training her. Open the door, goes outside, pees immediately. Cool, done. Now it's gotten to the point where literally today, she peed in the cage when my mom was leaving, so my mom cleaned that up. I woke up literally 30 minutes later to do my job, go out to make a coffee, and then as I'm like standing there waiting for the coffee to brew, she just makes eye contact with me and just pisses in her cage, and I'm like reading my text at the moment that like she already peed in her cage. I'm like, how do you have enough juice to do this? Like, there's no way.
She had someone on standby.
I guess, man, like reserve fucking pee. And then the worst part is later in the day, I'm back in the room. I'm working hard, and I hear the whining. I'm like, oh shit, she's telling me she has to go. So I get out there, and I told you just off camera. I put on my shoes, and I put on the second shoe, and as I'm pulling it up over my ankle, I just hear her squat and look at me dead in the fucking face and make the largest puddle I've ever seen in my life. That then she proceeds to think, oh, it's time to roll. And just like a fucking, like a Sonic roll, literally. And then just fucking it's covered in piss. And I'm like, well, now I need to get you from point A to point B, not touch the other dog, and also not touch me. And I'm on 2 minutes left of lunch.
Yeah, about to say you're working.
Yeah. So I'm like, cool, dude, this is great. So I had to fucking do that. And like, now she smells like piss. And the annoying part to me is that she still hasn't been bathed. And I'm like, y'all are out there watching The Voice. Fucking put her in the sink and fucking wash her. Because I have to deal with this every day.
The voice is important.
It's fucking bullshit. But no, it's fine. She's a puppy. I'm not mad at the fact that it's happening. It's just that it's a little thing that I have to deal with that is annoying.
Yeah. Understood.
That's why I drink.
I'm gonna find your dad at work and run up to him like, so you watching The fucking Voice and you got this pissy dog right here.
Yeah.
I heard all about your voice watching and your pee dog. You didn't do anything about it. He's gonna be like, the hell are you talking about?
I heard you got a piss dog. Podcast title.
Piss dog.
Heard you got a piss dog. Game Awards 2022.
Every title is gonna have a fucking colon now. The subtitle.
As of this point, it's getting that way. I guess it's time to start the actual show and talk a decent amount of games.
Yeah. Let's talk about that stuff. Games.
Intro music. Is it me this week? I believe.
Yes.
Very, the movie with the turtle guy. Like, I'm just like doing the turtle thing. That Master of Disguise.
I've never seen that movie once.
I saw it once.
All my references from that movie come from the commercial, the trailer that they always showed a billion times on TV.
This is what you're doing. This is what I want you to do. That's like the number one from me. That and the turtle, but bad. Yeah. Anyway. Level up, gamers, and welcome back to another episode of the Save Before Quitting podcast. Level 105, I believe. Or is it 6?
5. It is 5.
It's 5. I second guessed myself.
See, now it's easy to remember because 103 was off the rails 3. And that's 2 episodes ago. So this is 5.
So I just need to do subtraction every time.
Yes. Start from 3. And then
Start
move on
from
there.
3 podcast title.
Yeah.
Anyway. But as always, I am joined by my lovely co-host.
Me, I'm here, and it's Ant.
And I'm Chris, and you can follow us on all social media platforms. Save the letter B number 4 quitting at Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
The titty.
Titty.
Sup titty gang. Represent.
Yeah, I'm not editing any visual aspects to happen here because I did so many at the beginning of last week's podcast. If you didn't see it, Jesus Christ! I was like, I was just gonna put like the emoji for a titty, you know, like the parentheses space period space parentheses. But then I was like, that's boring. So I just started putting pictures of things that are like words that you can associate with boobs. So like a melon.
Yeah.
And what was some of the other ones? Fuck. Shit. I lost.
I don't remember.
I did a bunch. Because there's like, here, I know I have them saved as images on my computer right now. One moment. Because I didn't delete my downloads yet.
Goes into porn folder.
I had yams, a balloon, a cupcake, and then a Dragon Ball.
Well, we said Dragon Ball.
Yes. But I believe I used the Dragon Ball in one of the tit moments. I think. I don't know what I did. Sweet yams.
The shit.
Yeah. Fucking love that. I feel bad because my mom don't know how to make yams. And like
Why
she's
do
the
you
one
feel
who makes
bad?
them. Well, she's the one who makes them and I want yams. But she don't make them right. Like she just like she doesn't cook things well.
Next time Adrian makes some, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm still
Set
waiting
yourself to the side.
on a what's it called? Sweet potato pie?
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a slice of that left, but I'm
I
sure
think-
it's a long.
I don't know if it was more, she was like, I'm gonna make you one. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm excited for that. So I'm looking forward to eventually having that. What were we doing? We were shilling. That's what we were doing.
Yeah,
you
we
can
just got
also
off the titties.
we just got off on titties and then we got to yams. Sweet yams. Save Before Quitting, fully spelled out at gmail.com if you want to shoot us any emails.
Yeah.
If you want to sponsor whatever the hell this has been for the past 20-ish minutes. And then also, you can go to savebeforequitting.com where you can pick up some motherfucking merch. New stuff on the way. We're actually in the works of a new like thumbnail logo type thing. It's more so going to be for like profile picture, but also like it'll be, you know, the like if you're listening on the audio platform, that's what's going to be like there
A picture.
visually. I'm working on it. I was working on it on my iPad and sketched it up and it looked decent. And then I did like the line work and made it look like crispy. And then I was extremely high one day and I brought it over into Illustrator and I was like, you know, making it vector so we could put it on merch and stuff. And I was looking at it, I'm like, I don't like this. I think it needs to be sketchy. I feel like that's more us, like rough around the edges, you know?
I agree. I can go
As
with
opposed to just some like super straight fucking lines, no pixels and shit. Like we're pixely as fuck.
that. Right. I'm a real life pixel man.
Exactly. So
I feel like I just said just a mouthful of words. I feel like I didn't just say anything just now.
probably Maybe.
I'm real life pixel man. Like what?
podcast title.
Real life pixel man.
I'm real life pixel man. That is it. It's been decided. I'm not even gonna say it.
Parentheses.
Anything else that works, I'm just not even gonna fucking say it.
I'm real life pixel man. Parentheses yams with a Z. I'm not gonna put that in there. Not the yams part.
And then last of all, patreon.com/save letter B number 4 quitting, like the username on all the Instagrams and stuff. 2 podcasts extra a month in which we just talk about pretty much the beginning stuff, just longer, and it's more just like us shooting shit.
Yeah.
And then also the last podcast of the month, which will most likely be this coming weekend if we can do it on the weekend. I would assume that would make the most sense, probably.
I guess it'll probably be Sunday.
Yeah, so Sunday the 4th, which would technically be the end of November's. It's fine. Math is a thing. And we'll be live on twitch.tv and also over on motherfucking YouTube for that. And we'll have all the Patreon NGPs that want to come on. We'll toss that in the Discord if we remember to, which hopefully we do. And then last piece of shilling before we get into the thing that everybody wants to hear. Next week, Thursday the 8th, is the Game Awards.
Once again.
Yeah. We'll most likely be going through the nominees this episode, just because it's a rather light news week, if I remember.
Yeah, it is. And
we can just like speed run through the nominees. I'll even put it up on the screen for the Video Amigos, and then obviously next week's podcast is probably going to be a little bit. It's going to be the Twitch one. This works out really well now that I think about it.
Oh, because we'll have the Twitch.
Yeah, because the Twitch thing will be on Sunday, and then Thursday is the Game Awards, so that's the only thing we'll be doing then. We won't have to edit a podcast because it's already edited because it was a live stream.
True.
Dude, we're geniuses. Fucking A.
We are. Look at, don't you love when you're a genius by accident?
Genius by accident is my favorite thing.
I wish that could be my title, like Anthony.
Genius by accident. I want to make business cards for that.
Wait, this needs to be merch.
Genius by accident.
It works perfectly because what have we always said is the best console? It's us marketing on doing a meeting on the fly. What's the best handheld console?
Game Boy.
GBA. Genius by accident. You should have a Game Boy or somehow have that in the letters on the Genius by accident.
I like this. I'm gonna get to work on that. I'm gonna literally do it after the. I'm gonna remind us inside of our own Discord. Genius by accident. GB, not CGA. GBA font. I like that. That's good. That's good merch.
Look at that. That organic.
I can literally make that and have it
mind.
out when this episode goes live, which is the best part. Because that's like such a simple one. It's just words. Just words. Now, speaking of words, it's now time for the best section of this podcast, but when we pretty much take the most time. And then we got to add to it. So, how do we do this? So I guess, do you want to add both of us doing a different octave? Or do you just want to do one a week? What do you want to do here?
I don't know.
Okay, I think that if we're looking at the choir so far, and if you're new here, you have no idea what's happening. We're looking at the choir so far. We're missing some high notes. We need some tenors and a soprano. So I feel like it'll be like what, like right up there. That's your that thing that they use in Pitch Perfect.
Yeah, little
I feel like that
harmonica thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's your tone for the starting note, like or whatever the fuck it actually.
What did you play this week?
Do you think it's gonna work?
No, we'll see.
Okay.
You can never tell till I have to like.
I was gonna say, because I think that you were close to the mic and it went like for a second, like it did the rumbly.
Well, we'll find out when I go to edit this.
We'll find out when Ant goes to edit and then has to make a separate project just to record that.
Well, I don't know how many of these we're gonna keep adding before it just sounds like a train wreck.
I feel like you just keep adding more because then it just sounds like a convention panel.
Everybody
you know
yelling it out.
Yeah,
This is
like,
preparing for our live show in the future when this
Eventually.
segment comes, and then they're all just, "Why did you play this week?"
Hell yeah.
Apparently, we're in a stadium.
I don't. Maybe. See, the funny thing is, if we had to do a live podcast, where I would choose to do it would be that place on Temple's campus because I think that'd be fun.
Maxie's.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a fun thing for you because you used to perform there, and for me, so that I can get the pizza.
I like how I do the work and you're eating the pizza.
No, like it's we're both doing the work, but it's more sentimental for you, and that's cool for me because like I like that I'm a part of that, but also I get the pizza.
I just imagine you at the bar. You'd be like, "You're doing a bang up job, man. Keep killing it. Do the show."
With my microphone with a 20-foot cord, eating to the side, doing ASMR.
Eventually, your microphone is down, and you're just eating pizza. And I'm just up there, like, yeah. So I didn't play anything this week, and it's the end of that segment. News.
It's a 5-minute show.
Yeah, news for a live show. Like, what the hell are we?
Yeah.
It would have to be like something super topical because just going over daily news at a live show,
Jeez,
weird,
painful.
Mhm.
All right, but yeah, what did we play this week? And don't let me down here. I know you've picked up something with some buttons that went beep and boop.
Yes. Not much. That's why I can't remember it. I played. Trenton got this game on his Switch that he needed my help with over and over and over again. But it's called, excuse me, Piku Niku. It's by Devolver too.
Interesting.
It's a puzzle platformer kind of game where you're making your way through this little red creature kind of. You see his legs. It's just a head with legs. And you're just walking around solving puzzles for like villagers to push the story forward. And at first I'm like, all right, what's this little game you got? And next thing you know, he's like, can you help me? And I'm like, all right, I get it. And I get it past whatever part. But then I just find myself just playing it.
Nice.
Then I give it back. But like, this might be off on a tangent. But yo, I think younger kids are being done a disservice with shit like Roblox and not really Fortnite, but any of these like super quick bounce off type games. Because like all right, if I'm just gonna take Roblox, it's like if you get stuck or you can't do it, there's no incentive to figure it out, and you could just all right, quit. Next thing. I don't want to do this anymore. Next thing. Because I've noticed with him, if it gets hard, he's either like, can you do this for me? Or he's like, oh, I'm gonna play something else. And sometimes like, yo, like, figure it out. That's the whole fun of it.
Yeah.
Like, just bounced off it so hard, so quickly that it kind of like, it's almost like it's unfortunate to me. It's like, well, you're missing the integral part of video games.
Yeah. The thing that sucks specifically about that too is that back from Gary's mod days on Steam, which is pretty much sandbox like Roblox, and people would make their own custom maps, and it was like featuring like all the Half-Life shit and like in that engine.
Yeah.
And like you could just import random characters, be like, oh, I want to fight Superman, but he just stands there and I shoot him. You know, like you could just do shit like that. But then there were also like, you know, different lobbies of different games and shit. But for every like actual lobby, there was like 20 lobbies that weren't like put together the right way.
Yeah.
So that's always the thing too, where it's like, while there's definitely moments where it's like I can't figure it out, and like, you know, genuine like either help me or I'm leaving, there's also a lot of times where it's just like, oh, this just doesn't work, I'm leaving. Like, and like that's the shitty part, is it's hard just to differentiate that when looking from like not knowing the games, because Jesus Christ, even from me watching Roblox when Trent was playing, I was like, a lot of these look like doo-doo, diarrhea.
Yeah.
And like they might just not actually work, but also I can't tell you because it's much worse than how Gary's mod was.
See, I know a part of that jank is the charm of it. It's like all right, it's supposed to be like that, whatever. But it bleeds over into other things that, like, I don't want to say real games, but like an actual, like, maybe narrative driven puzzle, something you have to overcome a challenge to keep the game going.
Like Mario Maker.
Yeah, like he likes Mario Maker a lot, which is fine. But even there's times like that where he's like, I'll watch him play, and then he'll get to a certain part, and he'll be like, and he'll just start quit. I'm like, what? No, like that. Like, obviously, I can look at it and be like, you have to do this, and you'll be fine. But I want him to like want to figure that shit out. But he's so used to being able to have kids. I'm about to sound old. Kids today have so many like options that they don't have to like it kind of takes away from focus. And it's like, yo,
Yeah.
like how do y'all focus on anything? Everything's everywhere.
I feel like they have focus. The issue is that their focus is strictly on the feeling of winning. If that makes sense. Like that instant serotonin boost that's just like a quick hit.
Mhm.
As opposed to just like I took the time, like I'm playing God of War and I couldn't beat this boss. I fought him 7 times.
Yeah.
And then that big boost that you get when you finally win, as opposed to, oh, I lost this level? Fuck this. I'm going to go to the next one where I can win. I won? Cool. Little baby serotonin boost. And like you get that little high as opposed to the earned high.
Right.
I talk about high too much.
And I want him to get that. Like I want him to get the satisfaction of figuring it out. Like, there was one part in that game where he came to me for like the 6th time that day. Like, hey, can you figure? I'm like, no. I'm like, figure it out. Like, think about it. Be patient with it. Figure it out and get past that part. Like I'm doing you. If I keep helping you, it's not really helping you. Like I'm doing you a disservice. I want you to figure it out and get the satisfaction from figuring it out.
Yeah.
And so
100%.
He's like, I can't. I'm like, you're just saying you can't. You're not trying to do it. You just want, like you said, the instant win.
Yeah.
So
Just want to feel good. Feeling bad don't feel good.
right. And it's like, and I gotta like kind of like reprogram him. Like it's not a bad thing that you don't know immediately. You're not like dumb for not knowing it immediately. Like, but the satisfaction comes from learning, applying, and figuring it out.
Yeah.
See, I gotta talk like a dad to him. I hear myself talk like that. I'm just like, you're making me parent. But I say all that to say the 6th time when I was like, no, I'm not helping you. I'm like, do it. And he was like, he came running back in like 5 like, I did it, I did the thing, and I figured it out. He's so excited. I'm like, see, and now
you see how excited you are, motherfucker.
Right. But I'm like, see, now your excitement is making me excited. Now I want to know, like, show me what you did. And I'm that's where we are with that shit right now. And it's just sometimes he's like for like Adrian has Pokemon Violet. He's like, well, I want the other one for Christmas. And I didn't mean to like immediately cut him down, but a part of me was just like, or do we have to buy, or if we buy this for you, you have to take your time. And Pokemon, like, you can't just run through that. You're not going to win everything. You have to like think. Are you going to sit there, be patient with it, and play through? Are you old enough to like wrap your head around that yet?
Maybe not this one, if I'm going to be honest. Because even with the little that I've played, there's a lot going on in this game, more so than any other Pokemon game, where it's literally just you walk into the tall grass, oopsie daisy, there was something there you couldn't see. As opposed to now where it's like everything is everywhere. There's so much around you to do. There's 3 storylines going on. There's side things. You can battle trainers. You can do this. Like, I feel like the old Pokemon games, and here comes my old moment, were much better. Like, while I like this format better now as an adult, the old ones just, it's a kid's game. This is not a kid's game, the current one that came out. Like, this is
because these glitches will scare children.
Jesus Christ. Just 100% with that. But, like, it's one of those things where I'm just like, there's a little bit too much in this game. Like, they're trying to be the AAA, like, we have a story in our game thing, but they still don't have voice acting. Like, you're not allowed to do that. Like, you're not. You have to go through the steps before you can say this is a first party AAA Pokemon game with fucking full story. You can do what you want.
They did tout it like that too. It was like open world.
Yeah, like, you can't do that. Like, you're not Breath of the Wild. You look like shite. Sorry. My bad.
Nah, it's like that game. I don't know. Like, I don't. It's again, like I said to you when you were playing it on Twitch. I was just like, it's so sloppy and glitch filled, and it needs so much improvements, but it's still a good game. It's still a good Pokemon game. It's
probably the best one ever, but the issues graphically are just so fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's where me and Trenton are right now as far as gaming goes. So I played a little bit of that with him. I downloaded a lot of games because of that good old Steam sale.
Nice. What all did you get total?
I got that game Skull. I got the 3. Was it Spark? Yeah, Spark game. The Spark is somebody pretty much made a Sonic, but didn't call it Sonic, but it's Sonic. He sparked the magic jester instead of Sonic the Hedgehog. He has a little jester hat on, but he runs real fast. It's like a 3D Sonic game.
Nice.
But I kept seeing it, and people was like, "This is what Sonic is supposed to be like." And I'm looking at him like, "This does look pretty impressive." And it went on sale. Like all 3 of them were like,
nice. I
don't know, under $15. It's like, all right, well, I'll try these eventually. And what else did I get? Okay, I go in Portal, the Portal 1 and 2.
I just got 2, personally. I already own Portal 1, but Portal 2 I bought when I saw it was 99 cents.
Yeah, that's what made me get both. I got both because it was like $1 and some change.
Yeah, we got to play co-op because that co-op is probably my favorite co-op thing ever to exist.
I've never played a co-op, so I'm down.
The co-op one is an entirely different story that is happening while the main story is happening.
Didn't know that.
Simultaneous stories.
Oh, yeah, we are good.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it a lot. I love Portal. It's probably top 5 franchises in gaming for me.
Portal is definitely amazing.
Yeah, you need a Portal 3 for next-gen consoles.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, it did end pretty,
definitively.
Succinct and, we're good. Yeah. We don't need any more, but,
come on.
Another.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah. Other than that, did you play anything else on your own, or did you just assist?
Yo, all weekend, I feel like I watched Adrian and Trenton play video games, and then I downloaded some games, baby. And then I was just around. We were doing I don't know. It's kind of like when we do this podcast, right? Even when you're here, sometimes and we're live, I have to walk away. I don't want to get started, and then you hey, I need. It's all right, well then, it really makes me not want to start anything seriously, because then I'll be mad that I have to walk away from it.
I feel that.
I'm 2 minutes from, and I know I can do it remotely, but I'm 2 seconds from putting the PS5 in the bedroom, just putting it up there.
Damn.
But rolling with those punches.
Hey, you'll get to a game eventually.
Yeah. Maybe.
You just got to record a podcast that's less than 90 minutes, then you can use the remaining 40 minutes that we usually record to play game.
Well, no, because
we're just finishing up, honey, I swear.
Now all our in-person meetups are just going to be games.
True.
Until the time.
But they won't be games you want to play because we're playing Resident Evil 8.
They will be games, damn it. I will be playing something.
All right. Well, I guess
every week's going to be like, what'd you play this weekend? I'm like, you already know.
It was on the channel. You saw it.
That was it.
Goddamn.
What did you play this week?
So, the usual. I beat God of War. I still have all the side quests to do. I was playing a couple side quests because we had a conversation, I think it was the last episode, where we discussed how we were playing the game wrong. Both you and I, we need to flip-flop the way that we're playing it.
Yes.
You're doing every side quest and hardly any story, but you don't have enough time to do the story, so you won't finish it anytime soon. Meanwhile, I'm over here with all the time in the world mainlining the story.
Yeah.
So I started playing some side quests, and then I forget which one it was, but one of them I did, it was just a meaningless one, and I was like, in theory, I really should be, getting to the main story part that's happening right now, because it seemed urgent, but they were very much oh, we don't have to go there, brother. We don't have to do that. We can go over here and do this. And I'm like, okay, you're right, Mimir. And then I go over there and I'm like, man, I probably should be helping the main story thing.
Yeah, that seemed way more important than this.
Yeah, it seems way more important. It also sounded like it was time sensitive, even though it's obviously not. But
Right.
you know, so I did the main story. It was phenomenal, to say the least, and because I can't say anything specific.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm a very happy with this game. I don't think I'm gonna play the side quest just yet. I need to sit with it a bit.
Understood.
I literally finished the main story, and like it ends, and then it happens where like like the credits roll, and the credits roll in a really neat way this way in this game, which I won't say how, but they roll in a very unique way, so that you just can keep going right after them, and I liked that a lot, and I just kind of like sat there after the credits were done, and I just put my controller down and walked away until my PlayStation fell asleep on its own. So it's just like I need to mentally process what just all went down, because damn, it's so good. So mainline that story, god damn it.
Taking this damn PlayStation upstairs.
Do it.
Or
But,
I'm bringing Brendan down here, one or the other.
Both were.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was fun. I watched someone's review. I forget who it was specifically. I think it might have been Beat 'em Ups. They mentioned it for a second because they were doing the Game Awards rundown on their channel of like all the listed options and nominees. And he said something about God of War that was like it was like it kind of hit me. He was like, "This is the same game from 2018, just with slightly better combat, but it's practically the same thing, just telling more story." And that's not bad. It's just not like groundbreaking. And I was like thinking about it for a second. I'm like, man, he's not a good point. This is really not that groundbreaking of a game. It's just a really fucking good game, as opposed to 2018 God of War was legitimately groundbreaking.
I think it speaks more to the first one than it does this one. The first one set such a bar that it's almost impressive. The first one set such a high bar that they didn't have to surpass it. They just had to keep it going.
Pretty much. And it's a weird feeling too, because it's like my brain's like, does that mean that I like this one less because of that? Which is, I don't think that's the case. If I was going to compare, I kind of like the story more in this one, but the only reason I like the story so much in this one is because of what happened in the first one.
Right.
Like if I just walked into the series that started with 2, I don't think I would like it as much as the first one at all, because this one derives so much of its fucking meaning from the first one, and all of its fucking moments that are like satisfying are because they either didn't happen in the first one or you didn't know that they were happening in the first one, and it's very, very cool. I like it, and I'm, before I spoil anything, gonna switch off. I also played some Pokemon. It's average, if not terrible.
See, usually when people say if not, they're about to go up. Like they're about to average, if not terrible. You went like complete other way.
Listen, like here's the like, it's a great game, kinda. I don't know how to, like, the thing that annoys me about this is like some of the fucking Pokemon in this, I'm just like, dude, like you ran out of ideas a long time ago, and that's not even just like, if you think about the first fucking generation, there was a lot of fucking stinkers in there too. Like obviously Pidgey was just a pigeon, and Rattata was a fucking rat. Like there's nothing special about them, you
know? And tail whip, yo.
Yeah, but like in my mind, I'm just like, man, a lot of these are fucking shit. And then there's some redesigns they did for like region specific. They made Tentacool so fucking goofy. He walks on his tentacles now, like Squidward from SpongeBob. And I don't know how I feel about it. It's not
tentacles.
It's not bad, but it's also just like, this looks goofy as shit when he's following me around.
I think it's hard to say. I think at this point at this generation, you've seen so much Pokemon that it's becoming increasingly difficult for them to be groundbreaking, kind of like God of War. Like they would have to do some. I think they thought this was the groundbreaking one.
No, man, yeah.
The new storylines and open world, and
Yeah,
I
but
feel
then
like they were trying to like lead into that.
Mhm.
They were trying to lead themselves by going from Pikachu to Hey Pikachu, not Hey Pikachu. It was called Hey Pikachu, right? Hey Eevee.
Let's go.
Let's go Pikachu and Eevee. That's what it is. That to what? Sword and Shield after that, or was Arceus? No, Sword and Shield.
Sword and
right?
Shield was after that, then Arceus.
Arceus.
And then
I feel like they've been
Gyarados.
trying to get here. That's
Yeah.
what all those were.
Kind
And
of
now that they're
an
here,
amalgamation of all of them.
I feel like, and now that they're here, it didn't like make the big splash that they thought it might make.
Made a splash. It was just into a toilet because it's a hot piece of shit. Graphically,
Yeah.
the Nintendo Switch needs to be thrown away.
It's over, man.
Yeah, they need to. Nintendo needs to cut their losses. Still
What
make
losses?
games.
They sold a hell of a lot of Switches.
Just cut their losses. Throw them all
They
away.
don't have any losses.
No, their losses are they're going to take the factories that are currently still producing Switches
Oh, okay.
and just
all right.
throw them into a river, like the fucking Boston Tea Party, but for Nintendo Switch.
Nah, man, Christmas is coming. They got to
No,
do
get
that
rid
in
of
like they got to do that in like March.
Get rid of them.
They're gonna make
Get
all
rid
their
of-
extra little money.
Throw 'em
I hope
out.
they don't make an. I feel like they are because it was rumored another iteration of the current Switch, and it's just like, well, but I wouldn't. Would you be surprised though with how many DSs they made and shit?
I wouldn't be surprised. It's just fucking sad as of this point. Like even with a Switch Pro, I'd be annoyed as of this
Yeah,
point.
no. At this point, it just needs to be a Switch 2.
Yeah, like I don't want a fucking Pro of this garbage system that should have been out of here 4 years ago. Like 4 years ago, this technology is shit. It still is. Like the amount of stick drift you get from any single fucking Joy-Con, the resolution on the screen isn't amazing. Like
Oh, they had the
I can-
OLED one, Chris.
the only one could fucking eat eggs.
All the eggs.
Eat them all.
Executor.
Pokemon.
There we go. Full circle.
Yeah. Yeah,
What the
I
hell
don't
was the title again? Something about I am Pixel Man or some shit?
know. I think that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to make sure I remember.
Yeah. Type it in Discord. That's how we remember shit
true,
now.
True. I'm acting like I don't have ways
Yeah.
to remember.
But yeah, man, Pokemon is just kind of depressing. I mean, I'm still playing it because it's it's Pokemon. There's nothing special, but there's nothing bad about it besides the graphics, which are kind of inexcusable.
Kind of.
I would say the issue that I have with it is like there's people that are like, oh, that'll be fixed in a month or so, and I'm like, yeah, but like that's not an excuse.
Right.
Like that's not an excuse to be okay with it. Like
Right.
I paid $60 for this game. That's so fucking expensive for a game. Like that's up there, bro. Especially when it's the quality of like a Game Boy Advance game.
It's a little further than that.
I mean,
It's like a high quality Wii game.
I don't know about that because I've played a couple Game Boy Advance games that are up there and better than the quality visually of this shit.
What Game Boy Advance game is better than this? Look better looking than this.
Better looking? There's a ton. The Ninja Turtles game?
Looks better than this?
Yes, 100%.
No. All right. Let me
Tack and the
rephrase.
Power of Juju?
Let me rephrase. Could you put this game on a Game Boy Advance?
I could see this running on a Game Boy Advance.
I don't
'cause
think
of
this
how
game
it
could
looks.
run on a Game Boy Advance.
I could see this game on a Game Boy
You can
screen and
see
be
this
like, wow,
game-
these graphics are the same as the fucking NES TMNT.
I think this game a variation of this game could run on maybe a DS or 3DS or something. But I don't think on a Game Boy Advance. A Game Boy Advance is like a souped up Super Nintendo.
Listen, Game Boy Advance is the best console ever made.
Genius by accident. That's what it was.
There it is. But yeah, it's a bad game. Don't buy it. That's just the gist of it. The fucking the worst part for me, and this is my last point, is the stupid Terra Stylize or whatever the fuck it's
Oh,
called.
when they get all blinged out.
the most lazy, stupid idea that Game Freak has ever fucking had. They made Mega Evolutions, which were dope because they were variations on Pokemon. They had Gigantamax from the last game where they became like Godzilla size, and some people also got different versions where it was like a different like look entirely. And then they went to this where they get a fucking giant fucking diamond on their head.
Yep.
Or a potted plant made out of diamonds.
They're an engagement Pokemon.
It's fucking stupid.
Any woman would be happy to have that Pokemon.
It's bullshit.
If you propose to her with it. There's
gonna be like wedding rings that have like fucking Pokemon in them now because of this bullshit.
Probably.
Hate it. But other than that, I've also been playing Fortnite. I just finished the Battle Pass. A lot of the stuff that is in the bonus area I've been clearing out. And I also finished all of the quests that are available to finish. So I'm now just patiently waiting to the 3rd when the live event happens and the season ends. They did put out a little trailer for the event in which it's pretty much every single character on the island. So all the skins in the game. And then the main Jonesy guy. And they're coming at the Herald, which is like the big bad of the season. She's been on the map the whole time, like making the whole map all chromified and shit. And like it's like the whole army versus her, and then the map cracks in half like an Oreo cookie. So I'm like, ooh, new map 1, 2, maybe it's 2 maps in one where it's like you can go to the different side, or maybe like they're floating islands or some shit. So that's pretty cool sounding, I think, in my mind. Yeah. But I'm curious to see what next season's Battle Pass will look like. I don't know. I have no idea what they're gonna do, if they're gonna do like another Marvel thing, or if they're gonna actually have their own skin in the Battle Pass.
Yo, who's left to put in Fortnite?
Miles.
Yes, that's kind of
Miles Morales. There's a bunch. They could do a bunch of DC characters as well, like smaller characters.
Who can they put in? Let me rephrase this. Who can they put in Fortnite at this point that's gonna like have everybody like, oh shit?
Kanye. That, I mean, with the reaction that you specifically gave, I'm just, you know.
True. Like, all right. I'm not that kind of ocean.
Kanye West with the motherfucking anti-Semitic Yeezys right on his shoulder as a pickaxe, you know, just.
And then we'll all wonder why Fortnite is offline the next day.
And then there'll be an alternate version of this game where it's Ye and he's dressed in a suit with like a tie because he's running for president. The world we live in, guys. But in a serious note, I don't know. I could see more characters from Rick and Morty coming in. Or you just talk about like a franchise.
Like I don't want to throw in anything that's been done. Like it's just an addition to that property. It would have to be a hella big property for it to like be ridiculous. Like, oh my god.
Like Harry Potter, maybe.
Yes.
Especially I don't know. See, this is what the Wizarding World game coming out. You know.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna go along with it. They're not gonna promote that in that game. I don't even think that game is getting good enough like press right now for people to care that Harry Potter's in it.
There's Harry Potter nerds everywhere. They'll do some bullshit where it's like, if you play fucking that game, then you'll get these skins in Fortnite, or vice versa, or some shit.
You'll get a gun in the Harry Potter game if you unlock them in Fortnite.
Wake up with the Tech 9 under your pillow.
Yeah, right. Or I got wands, you just got fucking bullets.
Wand bullets.
I don't know, man. It's getting to the point with that game. Not that it's not still fun for people or whatever. I just don't know what other groundbreaking thing could they do besides
Ninja Turtles.
See, but this could just be my bias coming out because I love it.
No, I mean that would be definitely groundbreaking. I would think if they put all 4 Ninja Turtles in there.
Put the Green Ranger in there. And along with 2 other Power Rangers. Put the White Ranger.
Power Rangers in general. Yeah. Power Rangers.
All of Tommy's Rangers in there.
I would fucking love that. That'd be so cool too, because they could legitimately put so many different characters into the game, because they don't have to stick with just MMPR. They could do all the teams and like slowly release them throughout time, so they just have endless skins.
Yeah, I thought the Power Rangers, TMNT, like
Men in Black.
Nah, I don't think that's gonna make a big enough splash. Not for like the kids who play it now. Like teenagers now are gonna give a fuck.
Fuck them. I want Will Smith in the game, and then I
Wasn't
want them
he
to
in the game?
Was he in the game?
Wasn't he? I thought like a variation of Will Smith was in it.
It might have been for Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. Yeah. Mac
I think
Lowry
that was. Yeah. Bad Boys, Will Smith, and Martin Lawrence. I didn't get those. Fuck. I wasn't playing at the
You
time.
didn't get the Will
Dude, I would be
Smith.
playing as Martin every goddamn game. Fucking A.
Mike Lowry. I gotta watch Bad Boys.
Fuck. I watched Wild Wild West recently. Did I tell you this?
Yeah,
last week?
we did talk about that.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
He did put
Yeah.
him in it.
I don't know.
James
that'd
West.
You know would be actually good? Overwatch characters.
Wow, that would be kind of dope.
Game
Like it'd be a crossover, yeah.
That's what you could do. Valorant agents as well.
Mhm.
From Valorant. I don't care about that game personally, but I know that's a big game. They've already done Uncharted, God of War, Halo. I guess Call of Duty, they could do like Ghost and Soap, maybe. That would make sense. What other big games could have characters come in that make sense for the situation? Because obviously Mario's not coming in, even with the trailer coming out.
They're not gonna let Mario hold a gun.
Not
ever.
Sonic either.
I was gonna say Samus, but I just don't think Nintendo would let any of their properties hold like a rifle.
No, not at all. I don't know. Tell us who you think would make sense to be in Fortnite in the comments down below. But moving on from Fortnite, I've been playing Overwatch. I like Overwatch. Overwatch is fun. Overwatch is a great time. Never are people toxic at me and call me bad names that make me feel bad. Never.
Video games don't do that.
Never. But no, it's fun to play with friends, and been playing a little bit casually, and then some competitive games as well. So, yeah, I'm the lowest fucking rank in the game for both tank and support, which is astonishing to me somehow. When I literally, in like, I forget what season it was, because they got rid of all the fucking stats for some reason from like Overwatch 1. So like all my stats are just gone because I merged my accounts from PC and PlayStation. But I used to be a top 500 in the world Roadhog at some point. Like I had the 500 like thing. It was like, I forget what number it was specifically, but like once you get to that point, it has like your number under your rank, and I was there, and now it's just gone. And now I'm a fucking bronze 5, the lowest rank in the game.
Did that many people just start playing it, or what?
I just think that the ranking system is broken because I won a majority of my games comparatively to the losses when getting ranked. So it doesn't make any sense, but I don't care enough to like write to Blizzard about it. I'm just annoyed that, I'm annoyed that I have to play the game more to rank up. Like I wasn't going to anyway.
They're gonna look at you like, you poor thing, you have to play more of this game you like.
You poor thing, you have to play our game where now you have to spend money on the skins and you might get more tempted by playing more? Oopsie daisy.
How dare we do that to you?
Yeah, fucking rude. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing. I definitely want to dive back into both Gotham Knights and Cyberpunk because I still have to finish the two of those. Those got put on the back burner.
Cyber Knights and Gotham Punk.
Gotham Punk, baby. So yeah, I'm excited to get back into those because I feel like those are more like leisure-y games compared to God of War, where I was like, this is my life now. I'm going to live it, and that's all I'm going to do. But yeah, I'm excited to get back into it.
Dope.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Next up is the news. All right. Do we have a jingle for the news yet?
We don't. I gotta find a news one.
What's like a really iconic video game jingle that's like not iconic enough to be like copyright strike?
I don't know. I gotta think about it. I'm sure there's one I can come up with.
What about like the
Iconic
Pokey Center
jingle.
music or something like that?
Just
The news. It's the news. It's the time for the news. Like, you know, like it's that one. It's time for the news.
It kind of works. It's time for the news.
And then we'll just have like us and Pokeballs on the thing, like flashing, like two balls. I should do this motion.
Now you got to put balls there. It's time for the news.
I like that. I think that probably end up being it. Maybe, unless we think of a better one.
All right. I'm gonna keep thinking, but that's already that's the front line.
What's a Mega Man sound? It's like a short and sweet one.
Dun, 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 dun. That's literally. I'm gonna play it so that you get like context. Mega Man.
Velveeta breakfast
3.
biscuit bites ready,
Ooh.
so I can smack through the movies. The blueberry flavor.
Once this ad stops, I'm leaving all this in. Sitting through the ads. I don't have YouTube without the ads.
Buy it. It's worth it.
That's not the one I was thinking of, but that wasn't terrible.
I didn't hear it at all.
Oh.
It cut out immediately.
All right, fuck that.
I think your mic was like, no, it's too loud, and then it came back in at the end. This is a noise gate.
Is it this one? All right, I can't find what I'm looking for, but Mega Man has a short and sweet one if I could find it.
What about TMNT? Or like MMPR? Like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers theme. Like, it's time for the news now.
Nah, I don't like that one. It leaves. It's not final enough. It leaves too much of. It leaves.
It is time for the news.
That's not bad.
And we have this for set once I eventually come back to your place at some point. It's also a lightsaber. I don't know if you saw that bit.
Didn't see that. It whooshes.
Yeah, and it like lights up and down. Pretty neat. It's pretty fucking neat.
Now it's time for the news.
What's your beach, David Frank?
R.I.P.
It could work. I mean, we could workshop it.
Yeah,
Or let, if this is still all in, because I think you said it's all in.
I'm not taking.
You guys pick. So the news.
Yes.
We don't have much in the Discord, but we are going to go through the Game Awards nominations, just because next week it'll be the live podcast. We won't have time to do it there because we'll be having the NGPs on. So let's start with the news that's in the Discord. I did post a video of the Sonic Frontier review from Beat 'em Ups. I love this channel very much. They just posted a new video of all the Nintendo Switch accessories and shit. And I love those videos so much.
Wow. That's the jingle. There it is. There's the jingle for the emails. I mean, the news.
Brought to
section.
you by Bud Light Seltzer.
When you need a drink, Bud Light Seltzer is definitely a drink. Drink. with
It's definitely a liquid.
wine. There's liquid
Maybe.
in this can. Not piss, we promise.
Maybe. But his review is pretty good. It's a longer one. It's very funny too because he went through the trials and tribulations of the Nintendo Switch version, which I don't know if it was him who discovered it, but in the Nintendo Switch version, there's a render ring around Sonic's body. So I think it's like maybe like 5-10 steps out from his body.
Mhm.
That's where like the grass stops rendering, and as you walk slowly, you can see it pop in.
I'm
And it's a
watching this
ring.
video as soon as
Yeah.
we're done this.
It's hilarious. But he was getting so mad at the Switch one, he actually bought it on PlayStation 5 as well.
Mhm.
So he spent $120 on this game, which is hilarious. But it's also, I don't know. He said it's pretty much Zelda. Like it's Breath of the Wild, pretty much copy pasted.
Copy pasted, I don't know, but I could see the Zelda-ness of it.
Mhm. Like they just like took the environment of Zelda, and like it was very much the Remember when the trailers came out and they were 1-to-1 with the Breath of the Wild original
Yeah.
trailer? Like it was very much that shit. So
That
good
I
trail-
do agree with.
yeah, go check out this guy's video. We love beat 'em ups. Go
Mhm.
watch them. Next up,
Next up, the Mario movie. Because I don't know what
Okay.
this other thing is.
it's a convention, RGB Land. If you would like to go, you bring your own like gaming setup and then play
Oh.
at a convention center.
I had no
Yeah.
idea what this was. I wasn't sure if this was news or just something I didn't know about. But I
Yeah,
guess
it's
it's
a
both.
thing. I'm still debating if I'm doing it because
Mhm.
I don't want to bring my PC somewhere.
Right.
And you can rent laptops there apparently, but if I rented a laptop, I would also want a screen for it, so I could have
Mhm.
laptop and screen to play.
Yes.
But you can't do that apparently. So I don't know if I'm pulling the trigger.
I got you.
But Mario trailer.
So the second Mario trailer dropped. This sold. I'm like, now I'm a little bit more like I have had to see this movie now. It while the voices can still be up for debate, the movie.
Oh, it's not the voices.
What do you mean?
It's one specific voice.
Who, Mario?
That's the only thing that took me out of the trailer. Anytime Mario spoke, I was immediately like, fuck this movie again. I loved it. I loved everything that was happening until he spoke every single time. Even Luigi speaking, like I didn't have a problem with Charlie Day because I was like, I can see that voice as Luigi.
Charlie Day worked. He worked surprisingly well.
Yeah, but like I just heard it, I was like, yeah, believable, as opposed to whatever the fuck Chris Pratt is doing.
Just being Chris.
It's bad, dude. I'm sorry.
Did you the part in the trailer? This is where it caught me, where he was about to go fight Donkey Kong, which is a dope scene.
Oh yeah, I like that a lot.
But he runs out and he's just like,
Let's it go.
"Let's go."
Yeah.
What? You didn't even try.
hmm The one that got me even more was at the end when they did the Mario Kart bit,
Oh, that was so
and he was
great.
driving, and he goes, "Whoa!"
Yeah, the woohoo. Yeah.
And it sounded this is literally how I'm gonna describe it to you when I heard it, and I didn't say it to anyone. I was gonna type it in the Discord, and I didn't. It sounded like a dad playing with his kids with Mario toys, and he doesn't want to be there, and he's playing Mario, and he's like, "Wahoo!" Like that's what it sounded like. It was so fucking lazy sounding, and I was just like, "You're driving a car on a rainbow road, and you go, wahoo!"
He
That's
definitely
what
didn't
your reaction
sound
is?
enthused enough.
Like, the fuck?
I truly, I'd like, if you remove that, I truly enjoyed the trip. Like, I was like, okay, they got me with what they're showing. There's so many nods to the Mario franchise in it. Like, I feel like the Donkey Kong thing is clearly two things. It's clearly Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong, and like Smash Brothers almost. He's
Oh,
running out there getting his
I
ass.
actually thought Smash prior to Donkey Kong because they didn't really show the set yet, like of where they were. Like it was just like the left and right close-ups on them getting ready to fight.
Yeah, but those
And then
red
once it was
girders that they're on are from the
Yeah.
original Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I was just like, this is Smash. This is Smash. Holy shit.
But like that got me, and when they showed Mario Kart, I was like, they put Mario Kart in this. But then I was like, well, duh, they would do that. It's like little things that I didn't expect to see, but makes sense that it's there.
Mhm. Did you also notice that we were right about the movie?
That they start their plumbers in Brooklyn that get thrown in there. Yeah.
Yeah. We literally fucking called that.
We did. The only thing we didn't call that we said what it would be, and it's not, is that it was what did we say? We said something like Mario just talks like Chris Pratt until he gets in there and he's regular Mario or some shit. I forgot what we said. It was too many episodes ago. But
Way
they definitely
in the before times.
Yeah, but they definitely start as plumbers in Brooklyn and get. But it's like the cartoon. That's how the cartoon was. Yeah, man, I'm excited for that movie.
I wouldn't say I'm excited per se.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I feel like, now this is going to be a question that I'm going to pose to you.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is obviously going to do well money wise. We can even just call that from the start. Animated film for children.
Mm-hmm.
People who love Mario from back in the day as adults are going to go see this movie as well. The thing that scares me is the toads. I think from the one scene we got with them where he says, "But we're so adorable," it had a specific energy about it. You know what that energy was?
Minions. But this
movie is going to sell so much money and profits for Mario, bring him back, revitalize him as a character even more than he already is.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna make another one because obviously Super Mario Bros. 2.
They're not gonna not make another one.
There's going to be an in-between movie that is literally just the Toads. Or Yoshi's, depending on what they sound like when we finally hear them.
Well,
there's going to be an in-between one.
Well, all right, two things. I think it's already been said that they're going to do a Donkey Kong movie.
That's fine. That's a main character. I'm saying that they're going to make a Minions movie, but with Toad. And like the Toads. All of them.
Now, the other thing was, that's the one thing I thought about after the trailer was over. I was like, I wonder if Yoshi is in this.
It was in the trailer.
Yoshi was in the where?
He was in the trailer. There was like a ton of Yoshis running past for like a split second.
All right. Well, maybe I missed that part. I got to go watch it again.
Let me pull it back up. Unless I'm just high.
I'm sad. I didn't see that.
Yeah. They were like running in Yoshi's Island.
I can't wait for all the like billions and billions of people unpacking this trailer on YouTube.
1 minute and 30 seconds.
All right.
In the e-news version, I don't know if that matters comparatively.
You said 1 minute 30 seconds?
Yeah. If you're on the e-news video, I don't know if there's.
No, I'm watching the IGN one. Hold on. What's this?
Oh, I just did the e-news one because it was literally just the 2 minutes flat one.
I'm at 1 minute 30. Oh shit, you're right. I didn't even notice that the first time.
Yeah. So they're going to make a Minions movie, but it's going to be the Toads or it's going to be Yoshi's as like an in-between one. I'm fine with them doing main characters, like it's our main character movie like Donkey Kong, because Donkey Kong has his own world.
Yeah.
Yoshi by himself, maybe, but the Toads in this trailer gave off Minion energy. And we're going to get a Minion fucking movie of the Toads. 100%. Because it's also Illumination, is it not?
Yes.
So,
it is.
That's what they're known for.
Yeah. Donkey Kong, they already setting that up because there were cameos from all the Donkey Kong Country characters in the stands and shit. So I know that's coming. Oh, man. Well, yeah. I think the nods to, like you said, the old games and everything like that is what's gonna sell this movie, because it's like a little shit, like little shit that you wouldn't understand unless you like played a ton of like Mario 1. Like they're walking across that bridge and all those fish keep jumping over and that's like level 1. What level is that? 1-3, 1-2. In Mario 1, and you're running through this level and they're just jumping over this thing. I'm like, oh shit. Like I'm gonna see that with Trenton, and Trenton's gonna be the one annoyed by me. I'm like, they did the thing from 1991. He's gonna be like, what, old man? Shut the fuck up.
When was that?
Right.
World War II was happening. But yeah, man. I mean, it looks like it's gonna be a good movie. I just can't get over Chris Pratt. I can't get past it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm among the crowd that can't get past it. I felt the same way about the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special that just came out on Disney Plus, dude.
I still haven't watched it. I gotta watch it before the week is out.
Listen, man. I watched that shit, and like, here's the thing. It was probably one of the best ever Christmas specials of like a popular property that like made a Christmas special. Like the Star Wars Christmas special, Dog Water. Any other that you could probably bring up, probably Dog Water. But this one, I will say that they put so much effort into it. It is the best Christmas special of a property.
Okay.
But the plot of it heavily relies around Star-Lord, obviously, because you can tell that from the trailers. And like, you know, he's all down in the dumps or whatever. And they want to steal Kevin Bacon to make his Christmas good. That's the trailer.
Yeah.
That's all this is. But Chris Pratt just shows up to this. Like, he doesn't act sad or anything to show that, like, he needs the Christmas spirit. There's no discussion of Christmas at all, really, until Mantis is just like, hey, we should do Christmas, and that's it. It's bad. It's bad. I don't care what people say. I'm sorry. I love James Gunn projects. I hated this thing so much. Sorry.
Well,
I have a lot of hate in my heart
definitely have
today.
to see it. Huh?
I have a lot of hate in my heart today.
I mean, who would you be, right? You're sad boy, right?
Yeah.
It's on brand.
It's on brand. Next up in the news, not super news, but just a little quick thing for, you know, maybe if you got a youngin' out there. New Super Mario toys are coming out in the Jax Gold line. These are in like little tiny boxes. They're pretty much re-releases of old figures, but in smaller boxes with less accessories for cheaper. And the first wave is going to be Lemmy, and he comes with a little ball that you can stand him up on top of. A Mario that is metallic. That
Why is he so shiny?
Because it's the Star Power version of Mario.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what they're going for.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you got a Yoshi, because, you know, you need a Yoshi to
Gotta
send
have a
down
Yoshi.
into the depths of hell. And then a Bowser Jr. that comes with a little bomb and a paintbrush. So, pretty cool. Christmas is coming up if you got a youngin', or even if you want them as a collectible for yourself. They look pretty quality from what I'm seeing in the pictures. Pick them up. Big news, though, is Overwatch 2 new season is dropped. Is going to be on December 6th. The new hero, Ramatra, is coming out. It's the new tank that has 2 different modes that we talked about in a previous week. A new map is coming out, Shambali. And then also they showed off a bunch of new skins that are both going to be in the Battle Pass. The next like legendary skin where it's like you can like change up the aspects of it and stuff. Which is pretty much the final skin in the Battle Pass. For the Junker Queen character, where she looks like Zeus, and you can like change like what color electricity she has on her and whatnot, and like different headdresses and shit.
Yeah.
Different axes as well, so pretty cool. And then some other skins that look like they're going to be a part of events for the new Christmas event coming out this year, because there's always a Christmas event.
Always.
And then there's also a Athens event, I believe it's called, or Battle for Olympus, where all the characters look like Greek gods pretty much. Like, I think Lucio was Hermes, and I was like, that's really cool. The only thing I'm worried about is that it's going to be pay to get the items, because it's not a loot box system anymore. So I'm scared about how much money that I will want to spend on this, because I very much enjoy the holiday skins and the event skins, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get them just because loot boxes don't exist anymore. So that's kind of sad. So I saw a couple that I wanted, but I'm not going to pay money for a skin in Overwatch. So that's where I'm at.
I understand. Word, Overwatch.
Yes, sir. And that's all we got for the main news that we posted in Discord.
Yeah.
Now, it's time to head over to the Game Awards nominees. We're going to go from bottom to top, like we usually do. And give our thoughts, and we'll obviously go fast for some, goofy ones.
What
Let me
side
send
are
you
you
the
on?
link.
Yeah.
I'm on the actual official site currently. Bada boom. There you go.
What do?
So I'm gonna click on the best esports event and then work from there up, pretty much.
Got it.
Cool. So for things like this, I feel like we're gonna end up skipping them. Personally, I think.
It's a lot of. I guess I shouldn't be surprised at this point with as many times we've done this.
Yeah, there's about 31 awards. So I'm gonna click on the first one of best esports team, and then I'm just gonna hit previous category in each one until we get to a category that we actually give a shit about.
Mm-hmm.
So best esports coach, don't care. Best esports team, don't care. Best esports athlete, don't care. Best esports game, I don't care. Do you care?
What games are here? Nah, we're good.
Cool. Most anticipated game.
All right, well, yeah.
We will take a pause and look at this. I'll read off the nominees for this one, and then you can take the next one that we talk about. Final Fantasy, a number. 16.
Learn your Roman numerals.
Why? The only reason that you need to know Roman numerals is for this game series.
People use Roman numerals in other things.
Yeah,
Super
the
Bowl.
Super Bowl. Guess who don't watch that? Me. And also you, probably.
I still know that they're important.
They're not. Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4, Starfield, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Thoughts?
Out of this selection, like where's Spider-Man 2, Wolverine? I feel like they could have made a better selection choice. Not that some of these games aren't highly sought after, but like if I have to choose between these, personally,
What you want to win and what you think's gonna win.
I'm both are Zelda. That's it. I'm
gonna say both for Starfield.
Nah. Oh no, like the sequel to Breath of the Wild. You don't think people are like gonna go crazy?
I don't
for
think that game looks like it's doing anything new.
So what? God of War. You just had a whole talk about how God of War didn't do anything new.
I don't think that Breath of the Wild is on the same level as God of War 2018.
You don't think the anticipation for the sequel to Breath of the Wild is big?
I don't think that Breath of the Wild 1 is on the same level as 2018.
I didn't.
So
That's not the question.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not on the same level in the first place for their first game, so it's nowhere close for the second game.
But God of War is not on here. Like I'm not.
I know. I'm in my own brain. Like I'm thinking. Like I don't think that the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is even that good of a game comparatively.
I'm not. I'm talking about like
Starfield is something new.
The overall votes from the masses who are looking for video games.
Starfield.
I don't think people are looking for Star. I don't think we know enough, and I don't think we've seen Starfield in action enough to have that much faith in it yet. It looks amazing. It looks great.
I think that Starfield will.
I think Zelda just holds a certain weight that people just wait for, especially a sequel to a game that made such a groundbreaking splash on Nintendo and for Zelda as a series.
All right.
But
we shall see.
We shall.
All right. Previous category. Best adaptation. I think we could actually do this one as well.
Yeah. This one.
You want to read out these guys?
Best adaptation that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. We have Arcane, League of Legends. We have Cyberpunk Edge Runners, The Cuphead Show, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Uncharted. What do you want to win, and what do you think's going to win?
I think that every single one here has a chance except for Uncharted.
Yeah,
let's just get that out of the gate.
Uncharted's at the bottom.
Yeah, bottom of the list, not even considered Uncharted. Sonic 2 as a movie, I think outperformed all of these things. And it also had enough nods to the actual original media. The Cuphead Show is fun. I don't think that it pays attention to its source material at all. It's just like these are the characters. We're doing a cartoon that's Goofy
Yeah.
and Looney Tunes. That's it. The two that I'm in between personally are Cyberpunk Edgerunners and Arcane. Arcane was phenomenal, and it made a person who didn't give a shit about League of Legends want to play League of Legends, even though it's not as badass as the show is.
Yeah.
That being said, Cyberpunk Edgerunners brought Cyberpunk out of the grave it was in and made it one of the most highly sold games on Steam after the game came out. I think that with the accurateness to the actual game, the connection to the game itself as well, and then also all of the stuff that's in game now that connects to the show, that is what shows the best adaptation to me, because it sticks with that source material, but also marries them perfectly, as opposed to Arcane, where if you look at the animation and the beauty of that compared to the game, completely different.
Right.
So that's where I'm putting both of my votes in Cyberpunk Edgerunner for what will win and what I think will win.
Okay.
I'm
torn between Cyberpunk and Sonic, just because literally
Sonic is my number 2.
Sonic became the best-selling video game movie. Period. I think it earned the right to win this award. So I'm probably gonna go there for what I think's gonna win. I don't know. It's hard for me because you sold Cyberpunk to me.
Yeah.
So I feel like that has a genuine chance. I feel like it's only between those two. I don't feel like everything else falls off.
Yeah. Everything else is just weird to me. The Cuphead show is great, but if I watch that, I don't want to play the game. I don't have that same feeling from it, they're not in the show doing anything that they're doing in the game. They're not doing the shooty finger at all, ever.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then Uncharted I didn't even fucking watch because fuck that shit. Sorry. But
I didn't see Uncharted, so I don't know. I'll go Sonic.
Okay.
Both.
We're divisive this year. Normally we're in the same boat for every single one.
I know. What a year it's been.
This will be a good one too. I think we're going to be divisive on this as well. Best debut indie. For the best debut game created by a new independent studio, Neon White, Norco, Stray, Tunic, and Vampire Survivors.
It's gonna be Neon White or Vampire Survivors. Personally, I would pick Tunic because I just loved Tunic. That's my personal one. I think what's going to win is going to be Vampire Survivors and Neon White, because Neon White was such a surprise hit, and Vampire Survivors became this cult thing that everybody started playing. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what Norco is. I think Stray was popular for a weekend.
Yeah, I think Stray has a good chance of winning this because I think the normies vote in this a lot. So I think that's why it has a good chance of at least contending amongst the rest of them.
It's difficult. I think the cult following of Vampire Survivors, I'm gonna put money on that.
Okay.
I want to personally vote Neon White. I just think Vampire Survivors was this sleeper hit that became mega hit. And I've never even played it. I just keep hearing about it on every video game podcast, on everything. People talking about Vampire Survivors.
I'm going to move away from Vampire Survivors just because I don't know enough. While I hear about it a lot, I don't know enough to confidently give it a vote. I really want Neon White to win, just because that one came out of nowhere for me when I was playing the Steam Deck and fell in love with it. I have a feeling that it's in between Stray or Tunic, but if I had to go between the two, I'd say Tunic is going to win.
I'd be surprised if Tunic wins. That's just that was just awesome. I like that game. Shit.
I just think normies like shit like that,
I think we gotta stop calling them normies.
Like normal gamers,
I know what you mean. Casuals.
Like casuals, normies, They're the same thing. Next up, content creator of the year.
I know one of these people.
Okay.
Well, fuck it. Content creator of the year for a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2022. Carl Jacobs, Ludwig, Nebelian, Nobrew, and QT Cinderella.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Fam, I don't know.
Who do you know?
I only know Nebelian because of Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And he just recently got off of Twitter, so now he doesn't even do it anymore. And I was sad to see him go. It was such a go-to page to get like all the news and stuff.
Listen, as 1 second, let me pull out my prop for this question. As a avid Ludwig 7er, I would pick Ludwig, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to pick Cutie Cinderella.
What is she?
Who was actually Ludwig's girlfriend, but
they got it's a fix. Fix is in.
She is an insane content creator where she does something that a lot of people can't do, and that is get other content creators together to do these giant events in person that are all live streamed. She did Clue in person, in which people got together dressed up all old-timey and played the game of Clue, Murder Mystery. And that was awesome. She did Shit Camp 2 years in a row. Rest in peace, Shit Camp, where pretty much a bunch of streamers go to like a lake and go do like camp activities all together, like rope climbs, swim in a lake, do boat races and stuff. And she just keeps pushing all the content that she can do. And I think that she, as the person that the way that they said it, made an important positive impact in the community. I feel like definitely more so her. Second runner up would definitely be Ludwig because of the subathon, which I think happened this year. I don't remember. It's where like people would sub to him on Twitch, and then it would add time to a timer of how long he had to stay live.
I remember you had me watching that.
So I could see that. Not saying that he fell off as of late, but like, you know, he's not as much of a household name anymore, just because he's more like subdued now, and he's made his money and he's still making money, but he doesn't need to go out of his way to do like crazy shit while he's also doing like charity live streams and shit. Like he just did a really big charity one recently. So while I do think that Ludwig is probably going to be the one that does win, I would love if Cutie won.
Gotcha.
Personally.
And what the fuck is a Carl Jacobs?
Carl Jacobs is one of Mr. Beast's friends. You know who Mr. Beast is, right?
Yes.
Well, Carl is one of his friends, but he's also a Minecraft YouTuber.
Oh.
Yeah. Next up, best multiplayer. Something that we can both discuss.
Of course.
As opposed to content creator. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Multiverses, Overwatch 2, Splatoon 3, and TMNT Shredder's Revenge.
All right, well, immediately, no Splatoon, no Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think it's going to be between Call of Duty and Overwatch. And I'm going to have to go Call of Duty only because of Overwatch's how the sloppy onboarding to Overwatch 2.
I agree. I want Multiverses to win.
I think that would be a nice little surprise.
Yeah, but I know for a fact Call of Duty is.
And it's Call of Duty, of course.
It's going to win, but I would love if Multiverses could pull this out of their ass somehow.
Call of Duty at the Game Awards is like Beyonce at the Grammys.
Pretty much, except for not as good as Beyonce. Yeah. Next up, sports and racing. Do we want to do this one or do we want to skip it?
I know nothing about most of these besides NBA, and yeah, we can skip it.
All right, we're skipping it because we don't care enough. Best sim and strategy. What do we got?
Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. Best sim strategy: Dune, Spice Wars, Mario and Rabbids, Sparks of Hope, Total War, Warhammer 3, 2 Point Campus, Victoria 3. only game I know anything remotely about is Mario Rabbids.
Same. I feel like that's definitely who I would end up picking for this as well, just because of notoriety of Mario. I don't know any of these other games. I know Dune as a property, but I don't know. I know Warhammer as a property as well too, but I don't know any of these other games like as a thing.
I haven't even heard people really even speak of these other games like that.
Yeah. I mean, out of notoriety, I'd say between the first three, Mario would probably have to be the winner, but I could see one of the first three taking it compared to the last two, which I've never heard of.
Yeah, same.
All right.
And I've heard of 2 Point Campus, but no one's talking about that.
True. All right. Next up, best family for the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. We got Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Nintendo Switch Sports, and Splatoon 3.
So the Nintendo award goes to Kirby.
Do you think that's a family game though? Like,
I don't even think it's a family game. I think it's just a family-friendly game.
But that's where I'm like caught up on it, because like in theory, Splatoon 3 you could play with the whole family. Nintendo Switch Sports you can play with the whole family. Lego Star Wars you can play with 2 people in the family. Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope you can toss the controller around, as opposed to Kirby where it's just there's one player. Pretty much.
You can play 2 players in Kirby.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's a little Waddle Dee character to follow you around.
Oh. Well, nobody wants to play Waddle Dee.
Well, I'm just saying what it is, yo. I think it's going to be... See, this is coming from ignorance because I don't play Splatoon like that, but I know Splatoon has a giant following. So I would say it's going to be Splatoon or Kirby, and I'm leaning Kirby.
It's definitely not Star Wars. I think Kirby will win, but I would like Nintendo Switch Sports to win because I think that'd be funny. Like, just like people are just like, what? Nobody liked this game, and then it just wins like casually. Like, it's the best for families. Casually.
Can't deny that.
Yeah. Best fighting.
For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head, DNF Duel, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, All-Star Battle R, The King of Fighters 15, Multiverses, and Sifu, which I would never put Sifu in a fighting game category. It is a game with fighting in it, but it's not a fighting game.
Yeah.
Out of these, I'd have to go Multiverses because I don't hear enough about the other ones. But I'm not in hardcore fighting game communities, so I'm not sure what's super popular.
I'm gonna say King of Fighters because it's the King of Fighters.
Sifu's gonna win this, and everybody's gonna rage.
I don't understand why Sifu's in this. I feel like Sifu's more an action game.
Yes, it's an action game,
especially since
it's a beat 'em up.
No.
It's not,
because beat 'em ups in my brain are more so like button mashy.
Yeah,
this game is not.
It's not, but like it's very akin to a beat 'em up. You're fighting your way through a stage to get to the end boss to beat him, even though there's other variables.
I guess, but like it's like a beat 'em up on cocaine.
It's a beat 'em up RPG.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the best descriptive term for it, because I don't know, man. It's so much more than I expected it to be when I played it, but I think King of Fighters, just because I know that game has some notoriety behind it. I've never personally partook just because I'm shit at fighting games. The JoJo's Bizarre Adventure one, I think I've seen clips of, and I haven't heard people loving on it. And DNF Duel, I just can't give a thought in my brain about. But yeah, I think King of Fighters, probably.
I would give DNF just because their Arc System works, and I love Arc System works. But
next up, best role playing for the best game design with a rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. Now I'm going to read this from right to left because I'm pretty sure The first option is the winner, but
Yes.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Triangle Strategy, Pokemon Legends Arceus
Hell no.
for character customization and progression, and massive multiplayer experience. Yo, Keely was high, man. Live Alive. Is it Live Alive or Live Alive?
Live Alive.
Live Alive.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wrong both ways.
It's
awesome.
fine. Everybody. I thought it was Live Alive when I first heard of this game.
Oh. Live Alive.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then the winner,
Yes.
Elden Ring.
Yes. Elden Ring is going to win almost anything it's in a category for.
Yeah. Phenomenal. Phenomenal fucking game. Here's the thing. I'm not good at it. And I know how good it is. It's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal game. I am poo-poo. I am poo-poo.
I am poo-poo. Oh man, that might be the podcast title. It's not. Real quick. Looking at the Pokemon Arceus, Triangle Strategy, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 covers, man, Japanese have a similar way to market their RPG covers.
They just love those flat asses.
They
Flat
just-
Japanese anime asses.
They just love their characters looking away
Yeah.
from the camera.
Butt checks.
There we go.
You see more ass in the Pokemon one because you see all the fucking Pokemon's dump trucks instead of the characters.
Exactly.
God damn.
Can't
Yeah.
hide it with
Elden
that tail
fucking
Pikachu.
Ring. Fuck
Yeah.
out of here with any of those others.
Of course it's
Next
right.
up.
Best action adventure. For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving, we have A Plague Tale Requiem, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Tunic, and God of War.
One moment. I gotta read the description again. See, the issue that I'm having is I think that the puzzle solving in God of War is shit.
It's not hard, I know that much.
Yeah. I just think it's like lazy. Like it's one of those things where it's like I'm not good at puzzles personally.
Mhm.
But when I'm playing God of War, I feel like they're treating me like I'm stupid. Most times.
Right.
At least this one that just happened. Because
Mhm.
obviously that's the one that this is. The only thing is I don't know A Plague Tale. That's the only reason why I'm slipping away from God of War Ragnarok is because I feel like Plague Tale might have a chance, but I have no experience. Horizon I don't think has any chance comparatively.
No.
Stray definitely not. And Tunic I don't think so.
Tunic,
Like it has a decent amount of puzzle solving, but
yeah.
I don't know.
God of War is just gonna win right now because it has the pedigree of being what it is.
Yeah.
Against all these games, it's gonna win.
Yeah, I'll agree with that with God of War Ragnarok, but I'm going to put an asterisk of I don't know Plague Tale, and I really want to because I have not played them and they look interesting to me from this game's trailer specifically, as opposed to the first one. But next up, best action game, best game in the action genre focused primarily on combat. Bayonetta 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Neon White, Sifu, and TMNT Shredder's Revenge.
I'd like to see Neon White win this because
Mhm.
it just deserves it for being just the sleeper hit it became. But Call of Duty is in this category, and I feel like they're just going to take it.
I could see Bayonetta 3 stealing this away because it's
Really?
based strictly on combat as opposed to like Call of Duty, like it's just a shooty bang bang game. It's simple. Neon White, I wouldn't say is strictly focused on combat with that one, just because there's also the in-game of your relationships that you can have with characters and shit like that. While the gameplay is mainly, combat, you're also making the choices of like who you're giving gifts to and like who you're making your relationship with better and like shit like that. So like it adds like a little bit extra besides just combat. Sifu is pretty much just combat, so like, but I don't think it's up there.
Right.
And then TMNT, the combat is simple. So I could see Bayonetta 3 taking this out of nowhere, but Call of Duty will definitely win.
Yeah.
Best AR VR. Is this me or is this you for this one?
I just did the last one.
You did the last one. Cool. For the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. We got After the Fall, which I've never played. Among Us VR, Bone Lab from the folks at Corridor Digital, Moss Book 2, and Red Matter 2. I only know the middle three. I know Moss is like highly acclaimed of the VR genre.
Mm-hmm.
Bone Lab is neat. It's like there's a campaign, but like, you know, it's kind of like a sandbox type situation where you can do whatever you want, like spawn in different maps, different weapons and shit, and just like do what you want in the world. And then Among Us VR has been very viral as of late.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I haven't played any of these.
I haven't played any either, but I would probably lean towards Among Us just because of the recency. And then also, it's Among Us, you know?
Sure.
Second vote would probably be Bone Lab, just because it's actually like kind of an original idea with the story, and the way that it was made was pretty cool as well. So, yeah.
All right.
Innovation and accessibility. Would you like to take that away?
Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. As Dusk Falls, God of War Ragnarok, Return to Monkey Island, The Last of Us Part 1, which is the remake for PS5, and The Quarry.
I don't know.
I mean, it's hard because I don't know firsthand what the levels of accessibility are that they've implemented in all these games.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about As Dusk Falls, Return to Monkey Island, or The Quarry enough to be like, to have an opinion.
Yeah. I also don't know if we can personally answer, because I don't know if there's much that you or I change in the accessibility without giving this like a fair answer.
Right.
If I had to choose something, I would probably say God of War, just because of both recency and because God of War.
Or The Last of Us. Last of Us always has a lot of accessibility options.
Yeah, so probably between those two, I would say probably like the sneaker answer would maybe be As Dusk Falls. I remember people were making a big deal about that, even though when we first saw it, we were not too keen on it, gameplay wise and whatnot. But I remember people were talking about accessibility a lot. The Quarry, I'm not sure too much either. I haven't had a chance to play it myself personally, or do a watch through of like the whole game, so I can't give. I don't think we can give a correct answer here.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just move on. Best community support, recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates / patches. Sponsored by Discord. So
this is definitely your category, because I wouldn't know at all.
I would have to say, if it comes from community support specifically and transparency, No Man's Sky takes the cake.
Well, we didn't read the games off, so read the games for the people.
Oh, I didn't? Oh, no. My bad. Fuck. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy. I can do this.
14. Sorry.
I said I was gonna do it.
Well, as you were saying that, I was mixing my mouth to.
Fuck. Fortnite and No Man's Sky. But yeah, like I was saying, as far as like community support and transparency, I would go with No Man's Sky because of how much they've changed the game to make it this brand new game from the original. And I'll say this every year that it's nominated for something. I think it's also like nominated for like best ongoing online game or something like that. Yeah. And I would still say that probably that's in the running. But Fortnite as well, like constant Twitter updates on the patches going out, constant updates on new skins coming out, the events coming out, just general like overall support. If there's something wrong in the game, it gets fixed relatively quick. That's pretty much all I could say. I don't know anything about Final Fantasy Online. Destiny 2 still exists. I can't be in that ecosystem anymore because it's one of those games, if you're not consistently playing every single day,
Right.
you are left behind and you will never catch up. And then Apex, I've just grown out of the ecosystem of that game because I fell out of love with it, which sucks, but what are you gonna do? As far as updates and stuff, like, they are very vocal on social media when they do fuck up, and they'll say like when it's meant to be fixed by. I'd say it's a toss-up probably between Fortnite and Apex right now, but I'd probably have to safe bet at Fortnite.
Understood.
Yeah. All right. Next up.
Next. Best mobile game. I don't know anything about this. For the best game playable on a mobile device: Apex Legends Mobile, Diablo Immortal, Genshin Impact, Marvel Snap, Tower of Fantasy.
I'm gonna say, without any knowledge, Marvel Snap.
People have been raving about Marvel Snap.
Yep. Fucking Brett from Haptic Intel has constantly talked about this game, and I still refuse to download it. I can't.
Other game podcasts, they've just been talking about how they're addicted to Marvel Snap.
I just can't download it, man. I can't do it. I
be
can't play a fucking card game on my phone. Can't do it. But that's gonna win, I think. 100%.
Yeah, I can see that.
Second bet, maybe Diablo, probably. I don't know what Tower of Fantasy is, but it looks like,
Yes.
Yams.
It's like one of those. Yams, of course.
Next up, your favorite. Best indie for an outstanding creative and technical achievement in game made outside the traditional publisher's system. Cult of the Lamb, Neon White, Sifu, Stray, and Tunic.
Look at Sifu up here. Sifu, Stray, and Neon White. They getting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's Tunic or Neon White for me.
I think Neon White is my number one bet.
People are loving Cult of the Lamb right now, but I haven't played it, so I don't have a personal opinion about it.
I know that it's very
Devolver.
popular, and Devolver is so good.
Yes.
But I think Neon White, man. Neon White. It's phenomenal. You got to play that, man.
It's on sale right now, so I'll probably get it. It's like $20
Please do.
on Steam.
Play it on your Steam Deck, too, because it's phenomenal on that.
Right. I do want it. I have it on my wish list, and they keep reminding me, like, hey, this game is on sale.
Buy it
Spend
tonight
more money.
on a game that you have so many more games in your backlog.
Add it right to the backlog.
Hell yeah. Next up, best ongoing. This is you, right?
It's me?
Or is it me? I think, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess it is me.
Yeah, because I read the indie.
Yeah.
John.
Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Genshin Impact.
I'm surprised that No Man's Sky is not on it. They normally are every year.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Obviously,
They don't win, but they're always on.
I mean, obviously, this is more your realm, but I'm just gonna go safe bet Fortnite.
I think that's the safe and correct bet. Second choice would probably be either Final Fantasy or Genshin, just for like a maybe. But I feel like nothing has been able to compete with Fortnite in a while.
Right.
Games for Impact. Oh fuck, I didn't play a lot of these, and I'm seeing the thumbnails for these, and I'm like, I remember I wanted to play these. I'm mad about it.
I know nothing about any of them. Like, I think we've seen some of the trailers, but I've never played any of these games.
Yeah, we don't have the knowledge, but I will read them out just so that everybody at home knows. Games for Impact for thought-provoking game with pro-social media, social meaning or message, a memoir blue, As Dusk Falls, Citizen Sleeper, Endling Extinction is Forever, Hindsight, and I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. I have not played any of these. I really wanted to play Memoir Blue. I believe I wanted to play Citizen Sleeper as well. And the last one, I believe I saw something for as well, but I don't have any thought in brain, sadly.
Same. All right.
And
Next up, best performance awarded to an individual for voice over acting, motion, and or performance capture. Horizon Forbidden West's Ashley Birch, A Plague Tale Requiem's Charlotte McBurney, God of War Ragnarok's Christopher Judge, Immortality's Manon Gage, and God of War Ragnarok's Sonny Soljic.
I have mine. Do you have yours?
I saw that Christopher Judge thing you were talking about. I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
And man, that's some deep shit.
Yeah. I was gonna go him until a more recent interview that I watched that came out. That includes spoilers. Do not watch it if you do see it. Mimir tells you at the beginning of the video that there's spoilers, which is also really cool. But I'm gonna go with Sonny.
Who is he?
He's
that's
Atreus.
Yeah,
It's Atreus. I think that from God of War 2018 to this game, this is like a completely different person, pretty much. Like in God of War 2018, it was a kid being told what to do and what to say.
Yeah.
This is a person who made decisions on their own about the character and portrayed them in a way that made me. And if you don't, is this technically a spoiler? That you play as Atreus? It's been in multiple videos online.
Yeah.
You play as Atreus.
All right, I think enough time has passed. You can say that.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything specific about it, but you play as Atreus, and the performance and the gameplay and the motion capture and everything that went into Atreus in this game made me like playing Atreus more than Kratos. I had more fun whenever I got to play as Atreus exclusively than I was having when playing as Kratos. And I just had a better time overall. And I think it was because of this kid that came from being a kid into like a young adult, straight up teenager going on his own way, and phenomenally portraying Loki, Atreus, boy, whatever the fuck you want to call him. So I'm thinking Sonny takes this home.
Boytrius.
If not, then it's Christopher Judge. But
yeah,
I'm giving it to Sonny for this one 100% because I think the kid deserves it.
Why is Christopher Judge so sweaty in that pic?
I don't know. He's got a turtleneck on. He's zipped all the way up, you know?
He is. Loosen up, Christopher Judge.
Next up, best audio design. Recognize the best in-game audio and sound design.
Okay.
We got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Gran Turismo, which is shocking, Horizon Forbidden West, Cargo Burr, yet again, for another fucking year.
Cargo Vroom.
Cargo Vroom.
You're messing up your own joke.
I have it right back there. It's fine.
True that. I see it.
They don't know what it is, but
I know, right?
Yeah. Gotta love that. The Christmas video from last year that didn't happen.
Why did that happen again?
Because one of yours gifts never came in.
That's right.
And then we also didn't film me giving you the gifts that I gave you. So it was just like, hey, we're friends. It's Christmas time. We're friends.
Yeah, true.
These are slightly related to the podcast, but we're friends.
We'll make up for that.
We could also just show them in this year's video.
True.
So that's a thing. But I'm actually a toss-up for this one, surprisingly. While I believe that Elden Ring is going to win, I think that God of War Ragnarok has a chance of stealing it from Elden Ring.
For audio?
For audio design, the amount of audio design and the music and everything that comes in and out perfectly at certain points in the game, where like you'll just be sitting there and then like the God of War theme just kicks in slowly and like builds in like this badass moment, or just subtle things in the background like characters' themes that come in at certain points, and then just, you know, the environment. I liked God of War Ragnarok's audio experience a lot.
Right.
Elden Ring is just phenomenal. So I think that it has the most chance of winning everything when it comes to designing audio or anything. Fuck Call of Duty. Fuck cars. Horizon is good, but I'm sorry.
Horizon's funny. Horizon is like one of those games where like, all right, we got to put that in there, but it's not gonna win anything.
And I feel bad about that too, because it's a phenomenal game.
Yeah,
but like I don't know.
Every time it goes up, it's a great game. It's just never better than the other games it's going up against.
Yeah, it sucks too, because it's almost like they're setting it up for like defeat that way. But like also this is just the Game Awards. It's not like that big of a deal, you know.
Right.
But yeah,
Right.
God of War or Elden Ring, I believe. Oh shit. Pretty much the same question.
Best score and music. For outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and/or licensed soundtrack. A Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Metal Hellsinger, or Xenoblade Chronicles 3. First time we saw Metal Hellsinger, it's all about music. I don't know if that's gonna help it or not.
I want it to win. I do.
I kind of want it to win because I watched you play and I was like, this
Dude,
looks so great.
I forgot this came out completely. Just because, like, you know, all the other shit that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I might not play Gotham Knights or Cyberpunk. I might go play Metal Hellsinger. Because that's what I want to play. Oh, man. It's Elden Ring. It's Elden Ring. Like, who are we kidding? All the music for all the boss fights and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. You can't compete with that, even if you do have an original metal music for every single moment in the game. Like, it's Elden Ring.
Elden. Understood.
Fuck.
Best
I feel
art
like these
direction.
last five are just going to be the same
yours.
thing. Best art direction for outstanding creative and/or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Once again, I'm going to start from the right and move to the left. Stray, Scorn, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, or the winner, Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. Just from looking at Elden Ring, like you said, the different bosses, different places, different environments. Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. Every time. 10 out of 10. I will say Scorn, Jesus Christ.
Isn't that the game with the weird dicks and shit?
It's literally body mutilation, the game.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up, a lot of the stuff that happens in it. And I don't like. Don't like at all.
I wouldn't like it either.
I mean, second best would probably be Stray, just because it's an original world, you know? And, like, the robots are cool, I guess. Podcast title. Robots are cool, I guess. Best narrative. This is all you.
For outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Immortality. Best narrative. Is Elden Ring's narrative better than God of War Ragnarok?
Elden Ring's narrative is whatever you choose it to be. So do you consider freedom to be the best form of narrative? Choice. Freedom. If we're going by the definition of narrative, that means you're being told what to do by a narrator. The narrator is dictating the decisions that are happening, pretty much. In that case, I would say that it makes more sense to be a game that's on track, you know? Like, here is your story, here's what you're doing, here's your main whatever. I don't think Elden Ring does that well, because you do whatever you want, whenever you want it. And while there is an underlying story, it's not, like, narratively driven because of that story. The story doesn't matter in the grand scheme of this. It's your story of what you're making. So that's why I would put it then on God of War, just because the narrative storytelling is phenomenal in that game compared to the other thing that I just said.
I'll lean God of War. God of War for sure.
Yeah. I also don't know what Immortality is, and it's shown up a couple times here, and I feel bad that I need to go and look at that now.
I've heard things about it, but I don't know enough.
Yeah. Next up, Best Game Direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in-game direction and design. We got Stray, Immortality, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, and Elden Ring.
Is it the same as the other one, where do you
exact
have
same.
direction and not have direction? Like,
I mean, I don't know. Because it says for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. So the direction is more so like the way it's made in my mind rather than the narrative, you know?
yeah,
I feel like the direction and the design of Elden Ring is something so new and innovation, and the creativeness of it with the creative direction and vision of it is so broad, it'd be a disservice not to give it to Elden Ring. I feel like Elden Ring sweeps the top 3 here. The last one is obvious.
I kind of do too. So I'm gonna go with Elden Ring.
And the last category,
Of course, for Game of the Year, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I still think Game of the Year is going to be Elden Ring.
it's 1000% Elden Ring. Shocked that Stray is in here. Shocked that Xenoblade is in here.
Yeah, well, I don't. This is all these categories. Last three categories making me want to do is play what Plague Tale is now.
Yeah. Plague Tale looked phenomenal from this game. I don't know how I felt about the first one. The first one didn't look as good as this one does, but this one looks insanely good in comparison. So I think I need to play both. But yeah, man, it's Elden Ring, top to bottom, game of the year. I don't know how. Here's the thing: I don't know how From is going to top themselves. From Software is fucked.
Yeah.
Like, they are never. I don't think they're ever going to make a game that is more ambitious or has more scale than Elden Ring did, and that's saying a lot because of their names.
It's hard, man, because Elden Ring. They made their own path from all the demon souls and all that shit. I think this was Elden Ring was the culmination of From Software that the Pokemon company Game Freak wanted Scarlet Violet to be.
That's pretty accurate, yeah. It's their magnum opus.
Right. I think they could come out with just beefy Elden Ring DLC and it would be crazy. I think what's next for them is it's either going to be Elden Ring 2. Like, I don't even think they call it that. I think it's going to be Elden Ring : something. Or it's going to be something completely brand new.
I could see them doing something
but
I think kind of like Sekiro again, like doing like a little side thing.
True. But the only, like, Elden Ring was so damn popular and big. It's either going to be something brand new or they're going to do Demon Souls all over again. It's going to be Elden Ring, then Elden Ring 2, then Elden Ring 3. But
maybe
I could see them, but they've done so much shit that I could see them doing a brand new game. Mm-hmm. But Elden Ring has now made the template for them.
Yeah. This is, I don't think they're going to be able to top it. That's the issue. I mean, graphically they can probably, you know, with future systems and shit.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point. Elden Ring is probably going to go down in history as one of those, like, perfect games, you know? Like, where there's not much you can say that's bad about it. Unless, like, you are. Like, I'm in love with this game, even though I'm terrible at it.
Right.
There's a lot of games I'm terrible at that I also think are terrible games. This game I know is phenomenal. I am just shit. And that's fine. Because I know the game is amazing. Will I ever beat it? No. And that's fine. I know it's phenomenal. It's how I felt about Returnal, you know? Like, that game is phenomenal. It's a great time. The story is amazing. I actually watched through the rest of it because I knew I wasn't going to beat it. But I know I'm not going to beat it. So I was just like, this is one of those games. This is the same thing as Elden Ring. It's one of those games where I'm never going to beat it. But I know from experience of playing it It's phenomenal, and there's not much you can do to get better than this. And I haven't even gotten the giant fucking finger sword that flicks people.
I haven't even played it. I'm gonna play it. I think I'm gonna wait. Not wait. I should have looked to see if there was a Black Friday deal, but I'm gonna. Whenever I do get it, I'm probably gonna get it on Steam Deck. Again, though, looking at this category, I have to know how good a Plague Tale is now. Like, is that on a Game Pass? Like, I just want to download it and start it.
Don't know. That might be something to look into for next week to see what you played this week. But I think that's about all we got for you guys this week. I believe there are maybe a couple of questions in the Discord, but we're gonna call it there.
Yeah.
For now, just because we've been going for about 2 hours, and the Game Awards episode normally is right around like that. So we're gonna call that, and we're going to say thank you guys for watching yet another episode of the page.
Hold on. A Plague Tale Requiem is included with Game Pass.
Looks like someone's playing it for free.
Yep.
I mean, monthly subscription, but
console and PC.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's why I had to.
I'm in danger. Fuck. But we appreciate you guys for watching yet another week. Just keep in mind this coming Sunday, the 4th, I think.
Sunday is the 4th, yes.
Yeah, we'll do the live podcast with the Patreon peeps. We'll let you guys know in the Discord soon. So make sure you guys can get on that and hang out with us. It'll probably be digital just because weekends are, a little bit more difficult for the podcast now. So we're going to be digital. We'll get it done in and out nice and quick. Then on Thursday, the 8th, we will be live on Twitch and YouTube for the Game Awards. We're not official co-streamers yet, but I did send the thing. So
cool.
Maybe Mr. Keeley gives us a thing. I don't fucking know.
Give us your thing, Keeley.
Give us the seal of approval, Mr. Keeley.
That is your real name.
Even if we're not official, we're still gonna fucking stream them.
Yep.
I have off that day now and the day after.
I'm definitely gonna have off the day after. I'm not sure if I'm gonna take the day of yet. I'm not sure.
Yeah. The day of, I figured I was just going to bulk make TikToks and shit because it was like, fuck it. Yeah. I'll just use that as a break day, and then I can leave before rush hour maybe to get over there. So
yeah,
it'll be a little bit.
What
easier.
time does it start?
I think it starts at 6 or 7. Can't remember exactly.
Why am I googling?
Even if I leave early though, I'll probably hang out around the area I used to work at, where there's Target that I haven't been to in a while that used to have a lot of stuff.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Where they know my name. At the Starbucks.
I'm on the website. Why can't I find the time?
I don't know. Why can't you find the time?
I can't find the time. It just has the date.
I don't know. Maybe their Twitter. While you check that, I'll do the sign off. Yeah. As always, you can follow us at savebeforequitting over on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. 7:30.
Yep.
All right. Probably go live at 7 just to warm up the chat and such. I don't know what that body motion was, but here we are.
I followed you. I'm with you.
Yeah, that thing. And then you can also shoot us an email if you have any topics you want us to talk about specifically, or you want to ask a question there. If you don't want to do that, you can join the Discord by the link in our bio of all of our social medias.
Bio.
That was so much louder than everything else that was said on this show, and it scared me, genuinely.
Welcome. You are welcome. ASMR. Thank you.
I don't hear that at all, so you just look really weird. You're just giving Eskimo kisses to your microphone that are not coming through audibly.
Does this give you the tingles?
It's not coming through. Your audio gate is phenomenal.
Damn it. I guess that's a good thing. Go on. Finish
it. It is a good thing. But yeah, other than that, definitely go over to our website, savebeforequitting.com, where you can pick up some merch options, some new stuff coming along the way very soon. One that just literally happened in the show, and then also one that's kind of a new logo, but not really a new logo. Like, it's still the same logo, but there's more to it.
There you go.
If that makes sense. I think that makes sense, right?
Logo, a go.
Just a more to it. It's like, hey, that burger you got there, you want a side of fries? That. Would you like to make it a large? Anyway, that's about all we got besides Patreon. New episodes, 2 extra a month. We have the second one coming out probably sometime this week. If we can record it somewhere before the end of the week, probably I'll have it out, because the end of the month is literally this week. And then the live episode is this Sunday. That's about all we got for it. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's all the shilling that we need to do.
Yeah, maybe we'll if you're available, we can record the Patreon tomorrow.
In theory, I'm available. I don't do much besides just like get done work, either nap for 30 minutes or go to the gym, and then when done doing that, sit in chair, eat food, get high, go sleep. It's a really good life to lead.
No, that was my 20s. Minus
Still
the
in
high
those.
part. Yeah, you're good. You got time.
Yeah, I got a little time left.
I used to get home from work, go to the gym, come home, shower, make a food. This is all in my little 1-bedroom apartment. Go sit in my computer chair in my room. Just
Fall asleep in it.
YouTube it up, fall asleep, wake up, continue to do what I was doing before that. Maybe have a studio session, maybe go to the gym again, or go to sleep.
2 gym times, damn.
Yeah, I used to go to the gym after work, come home, because then my friends who would get off later were like, yo, you trying to hit the gym? And I was like, well, I'm not doing shit as a single man in an apartment by myself. Fuck it, let's go to the gym again.
God damn, man, who hurt you? Going to the gym twice a day? I
Man.
could never.
I was fucking in that shit religiously.
Well, before you go to the gym 2 times a day, make sure you guys always remember to
Save before quitting.
And we'll see you live this Sunday. Yeah. Damn, man. I'm sleepy.
Me
I
too.
wanted to play games tonight, but I don't think I'm going to end up doing it.
I wanted to play games always, and I don't think I'm gonna end up doing it.
That's pretty accurate. God damn.
And somehow I managed to do this show every week.
I mean, this kind of takes place of your gameplay time, and sadly,
It does.
but you know, you'll
It's
get
fine.
to it eventually.
I
You just
will.
got a Steam Deck at all times in pocket, or like a carrying case, like for like a baby, but it's for your Steam Deck.
That's the best way to go.
Yeah, or like a gun holster, for a shotgun or something, just to fix it to your leg,
That
and it
baby-
fits a Steam Deck.
The Steam Deck won't drool on me half as much,
True,
so that's a plus.
that is true.
Hmm.
I'll 3D print you a thing that you can attach to Brendan's neck, like a necklace, and it's just a drool depository.
We got him these little bibs that look like handkerchiefs. No, like what are the bandanas that hangs around their neck. Yeah,
What color is it?
it come in like multiple colors. So it's like an orange one, a blue one, a yellow one, a gray one. Just a little bandit.
No red,
Nah,
just blue.
yeah,
I
he's
see.
cripping.
That's all
Crippin'
he's
hard.
stay. I mean, hey, you don't have to choose Monday to Tuesday. You know.
West Side.
Oh shit. Dude, I remember when I first found out that bandanas had more meaning to them than just, hey, this is really cool looking. I like cowboy movies. Remember when Marty McFly was a cowboy? That's my brain. And then I was like, oh, this
That's
has
a
significant meaning if
that's
I
a
wear this red
that
bandana.
that's adorable.
Yeah. That's the moment where you become like a young adult is when you realize bandanas have meanings.
If I wear this red bandana and the wrong hood,
Yeah.
it might be a
Like I'm
bad
going trick or
time.
treating as Woody and I got my red bandana and I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah,
I'm the one who's the asshole.
don't pizza when you're supposed to French fry. Don't do it. You'll get shot. You're gonna have a bad time.
That's good. That's very, very good. God damn. I don't think there's anything else that can be said that's funnier than that. That might be the end of the episode right there.
We're delirious right now.
GG.
Time.
And cut.
Peace.